Science Rocks. You can see behind me some amazing views here at USF Tampa's Engineering Expo. And another place you can get some amazing views is the Grand Canyon. Dave Cook takes us there to look at environmental engineering at one of the world's greatest wonders.
Thanks, Laura. Welcome back to Science Rocks. Speaking of rocks, I'm in one of the biggest rock formations in the world, the Grand Canyon. And already, we're 15 minutes into our hike down to the bottom of the South Kaibab Trail, and we've already gone through limestone. You can, if you look really tight, you can maybe see some shells and everything. Over on that other side, this is all seabed. And our guy Mike, that we found along the trail, tells us more.
I see you have the railroad that spans the length of the United States from Chicago to LA. So they'd haul lumber back and forth. Above us is the Kaibab limestone. It's roughly 250 million years old. And it was, the floor of a warm and shallow sea. And then now we're actually in the Toro Weep, which is about 255 million years old, and was also a warm, shallow sea, but much warmer and much shallower.
So you can kind of see in some of the rocks, you can see kind of like almost shell outlines and stuff like that, or just in some of the, like there's a rock back there where you can almost see bubbles almost.
Yep. Yeah, you can find lots of fossils in this layer of rock, like simple invertebrates, coral and other things of that nature. If you keep your eye open, they're around. The more you hike here, the easier they are to spot, I suppose.
Okay, we're an hour and 20 minutes into the hike right now, and you can see we're coming down off of the mountains on the top, and we're getting into more of a plateau area. These are plateaus which we're going to be coming down. Tonto's Plateau coming up. What you see over here is O'Neill's Butte. Now, what's the difference between a butte and a plateau? Well, a butte is more vertical than it is horizontal, whereas a plateau is more horizontal than it is vertical. On the 7-mile hike through a 5,000-foot elevation drop to Phantom Ranch at the base of the Grand Canyon, you're amazed at the unspoiled beauty of this place. And on our trail, there is no running water and few rest houses. For most of the hike, it's just you and the mules. Okay. These mule trains you'll see all up and down the hiking trails. And what they're doing now is they're bringing up waste from Phantom Ranch. They'll come around tomorrow and bring down foods and provisions for the visitors down there. You see behind me the Colorado River, and around me the famous shale. Soon we'll be seeing some other rocks that are amazing. This is the famous Vishnu rock layer, known as the basement rock of the Grand Canyon. Some say created by a prehistoric volcano dating back 1.7 billion years. But almost as amazing as the geology of the canyon are the people who make the pilgrimage to this wonder of the world. Tatch, what's it like going rim to rim?
Oh, rim to rim? It's called a stroll in the park.
What makes you want to do it?
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
Because it's hot sometimes and it's cold sometimes, it's snowing, but it's just each trek is different.
Yeah.
The time of the day makes a difference. Like yesterday, pouring down rain on North Rim, and I saw a few snowflakes this morning.
Wow.
You're doing a rim to rim to rim.
Okay.
So going to the north side and back to the south side.
All on the same day?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because, why not?
Well, it's a challenge, and I've been dreaming about this about 5 years. We were with the family 5 years ago, and I saw the scenery and all that. So it's amazing, just amazing.
Welcome to the Grand Canyon.
All right. So, what motivated you guys to do this? To come down? You guys
love
hike?
being outdoors. We love being out in nature.
Love going adventuring.
So I've told you some of the amazing geological wonders here at the Grand Canyon, but there's just as much STEM here as well, like that bridge behind me. This is the South Kaibab Trail Bridge, one of the 2 bridges that cross the Colorado River 65 feet below, and this bridge has an amazing story. This is the tunnel that was blasted to create it. Back in the 1920s, National Park Service mules carried most of the 122 tons of material for the construction of the bridge into the canyon. The 1-ton, 550-foot-long suspension cables were carried down the canyon on the shoulders of 42 Havasupai tribesmen who walked single file down the trail while carrying the cables, an amazing feat. The Silver Bridge along the Bright Angel Trail was built in the 1960s and provides a support structure for one of the great engineering feats of the Grand Canyon and a vital support for tourism at this popular national park, the Trans-Canyon Water Pipeline. Through an extensive system of pipelines and pump houses, 500 gallons of water a day are piped in from the Roaring Springs near the North Rim, down the Bright Angel Canyon, through Phantom Ranch, across the Colorado River, and up the Bright Angel Trail.
So we're here at Indian Gardens, and this is the pumping station that gets the water down from the Colorado River at the base of the Grand Canyon, the North Rim, up to South Rim.
So there's so many great opportunities to learn about science here at the Grand Canyon. And for students, there's the Junior Ranger program. Explore, learn, and protect. That is the motto of this program for kids ages 5 to 13 at almost all of the national parks. There is a series of educational activities for kids, and once completed, they take their oath and receive their badge as an official Junior Ranger.
And protect Grand Canyon and all the parks.
So that's all here from the Grand Canyon, one of the world's 7 great natural wonders.
Thanks, Dave. When we come back, we're going to explore STEM and ocean conservation. Science Rocks goes on in a moment.